Jeunesse from the Fox News Channel, who's covering this North Dakota pipeline, this access pipeline, where they got to some surprising news today. William, how are you?
I'm good, Mark. Thank you.
Absolutely. So fill us in on how the Army Corps of Engineers decided at what seems like the last hour to change their mind on this.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the 11th hour. I mean, this is the final piece of the puzzle. This is a 1,200-mile pipeline, and it's basically 92% done, and it's completely done in North Dakota, except for an easement that they need under the Missouri River for the pipeline. It's going to go 100 feet below the riverbed, next to, by the way, a natural gas pipeline. This happens to be an existing utility corridor. Now, out of the 1,200 miles, the Army Corps of Engineers has gone along the entire time. They have issued 400 permits for this pipeline to travel almost 1,200 miles. Now it goes to Washington, and in fact, they even gave them a permit to go under the river, but not the easement, which is like a piece of paper at the very end, like you get in the mail your marriage license, but you're married, right?
Right.
So literally, there's almost no doubt in anyone's mind this is totally political, because the Corps of Engineers, according to my sources, is like apologetic to the company. And in fact, the federal court even affirmed what the Corps did. And then when the Corps rejected the pipeline, they even said, even though everything we've done is in total accordance and legal requirements. So Corps did its job, company did its job. Obama doesn't like it. These are his allies. Both the environmental activists and Native Americans, and he intervened, and she wrote a letter saying, we are going to now do a full environmental review of all the little environmental assessments they've already approved.
Mike, you're not in the studio, are you?
Whoops. Hello?
Hello?
Wasn't me.
Nope.
Hello?
All right, 1 second. Sorry, am I on the wrong line?
Yeah, you are. Sorry.
Hey, Mark, that was interesting.
That was interesting. Yeah, that was somebody cutting in on us. Not on this end, so we're not worried about it. Go ahead, please.
All right, I'll just finish my thought. So a full environmental review is like it's going to take years, number one. And number two, that they're going to look at alternative routes. Well, they already did that, and they said this one's fine. So, of course, the question you're going to ask me, right, is what is Trump going to do?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All right, so Trump even said on Friday that he supports the pipeline. It's an infrastructure project. He even supports XL pipeline, which Obama also, as you know, stopped. So the question is this. What can Trump do in 47 days? Well, according to lawyers who've worked for these federal agencies in the past under Bush or prior administrations, have said that he can reinstate the original permit, and he can, through executive action, give it a rubber stamp and make it go ahead.
Just he basically overrules the Corps of Engineers?
Well, yeah, it's actually not, I guess in a sense, the Corps has said we're going to relook at it.
Right.
And because they already issued the permit to go under the river, just reinstate the permit they already approved.
Sure.
I mean, I'm sure there's a heck of a lot more to it than that. And I think what I've been told that Obama does is it does give Earth Justice, who's doing the suing on behalf of the Indians, a leg to stand on in federal court. That's one of the things he's provided to them.
I see. Yeah. It sure sounds like a political decision at the 11th hour. But, I had to go look this up today because I wasn't sure, William, because you always hear about the Corps of Engineers, but it is the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, and it's a branch of the United States Army. So overruling it shouldn't be that difficult by whoever is the Secretary of Defense.
I would
Correct.
Agree with you
Yeah.
that, all right, and finally, two federal courts have already said they did everything right. So it's not like there's subterfuge here, they didn't follow the law. They followed the law, and that's going to help.
Very good. William LaJeunesse from the Fox News Channel, thanks for your time.
You bet.
Yep, take care. I've never been cut in on like that during a radio interview. So let me tell you how this works with these Fox News Channel and Fox News Radio reporters. We call into a number, and then Fox gets them on the line for us. So it's almost like a three-way call, except Fox usually hangs up. And in this case, somebody cut in on us in the middle of the interview.
It totally
Just in case you're
reminded
wondering.
me of the old landline days where your mom picks up the
Yeah.
phone. She's like,
Hello?
hello? And you're like, Mom, I'm on the phone.
Am I on the wrong line? Maybe.
Memories.
Maybe. Here we go. Sharon, you're on the radio.
Thanks a lot.
Sure, what's going on?
Hey,